Good morning, friends. And I'm so excited today to come to you and share a portion of my new book, The Calling. Starting on page 1, forward. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. God's plans for us are greater than we can imagine. His timing is perfect. His vision is far above our feeble scope of things. This is my story, but God has a story in each and every one of you. Our stories may not be the same. My calling and yours may be worlds apart, but one thing is for sure. God does have plans for you. Chapter 1. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. I came into this world on a cold December day in Fayetteville, Arkansas, but before this, God already knew me. God already had designs on me. He said, let me see what I can create that to the world looks common, different, unique, because that's what I can use best. You see, my mom did not want any more kids. She already had one that was born with a lot of disabilities that took her full attention, and I'm sure she was afraid of bringing another one into this world that might also be born with disabilities. But God had other plans. She tells me she began to babysit a little girl, and she was so cute. She kept her so much that she began to call her mama, and the attachment grew till she had to give up the job. But God used this little girl to put a desire in her heart to have another child, me. A perfectly healthy baby girl was born with a head full of red hair. God's plan was in motion. My brother was 7 when I was born. He could not talk and soon lost his ability to walk while I was still very young. But my mom said he would go to my playpen and just look at me. As I grew, one of my first memories relating to God was of my Christian cousins coming to visit. At this time, my family didn't go to church. When they came, there was talking of God and Jesus coming in the clouds. After they visited a few days and left, I remember having a conversation with another one of my cousins, and we were looking at the clouds and saying, do you think there's a God? Do you think he is coming in the clouds? We were only 4 or 5 years old, but God had brought someone to my house to speak of him. Though my father and my mother forsake me, the Lord will take me in. Psalms 27:10. When I was 6 and in the first grade, my mom was left with a divorce she didn't ask for, and my granny moved in with us and helped take care of my brother. My mom had to go to work, but our lives began to change for the better in many ways. We began to attend a church, and I began to learn of Jesus and Bible stories. The following year, I began to attend the Christian school, and I loved it. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? John 11:26. When I was 7 and my brother was 15, it was the day before my mom's birthday, and we woke to find Jesus had come for my brother. I know it must have been unimaginably horrible for her and my granny, but when they told me he was with Jesus, my little innocent 7-year-old self could only think, if he was with Jesus, then there was no reason to cry or be sad. I went happily on my way because being with Jesus would be the best thing ever. And I conclude my reading today on page 3. And if you would like to hear more of my story and our calling to Mexico, you can find The Calling to buy on Amazon for the real book in hand, or if you would like to download the ebook, you can purchase it at Barnes & Nobles. May God richly bless you.